else. And if not on this plane, then on another plane of existence. There's always places one can go.
What brought you here in the first place, if I might ask a personal question?
He just smiles and he holds out his hand and he says 500 gold.
I'm not that curious. Do the rest of you have any other thoughts, other queries?
I do, but it's not in relation to anything you've been asking.
Pay up.
I'm looking for a particular, I guess you could say, artifact, which I'm sure maybe someone of your knowledge might be able to help me find. An apparatus of Qualesh? Do you know of it?
He nods and he says, so you've been talking to Captain Xandros?
Yes?
Well, I can certainly tell you where to find one, yes.
For a price, I'm assuming.
No, I just don't think I will.
And why would that be?
Because I don't like you. Because you guys have been bothering me ever since you've come here. You've been rather rude. You tried to climb my tower.
Elva's been here.
And I just don't appreciate you. I appreciate your money, but not your
Yes.
existence.
So how much?
He sighs and he leans back and he says 30,000 gold.
Well, that's certainly not worth it at all, is it? All right, well, thanks for your time with it. I'm going to leave.
Finally.
Thank you very much.
He actually gives you like a proper nod. Like he's a bit more, slightly more polite. Like you still get the feeling he doesn't like you, but he's slightly friendlier, ever so slightly.
Look, he probably just doesn't like anybody.
That's pretty much it. Just doesn't like people.
I guess we will depart the tower.
Yep.
Yeah.
You leave.
Made it to work again?
And the imp, was waiting outside, and he accompanies you back down. He sort of like pokes the door a bit, and it just swings open and lets you out. And the imp says, "Well, was nice seeing you all again." And he smiles and turns invisible. Just poofs. And the door closes behind you with a loud bang. Like you half get the feeling it wouldn't actually make a sound if it closed. You get more the feeling that the door wanted to make a sound.
Gonna make some rude hand gestures at the door.
It sticks its tongue out at you.
Well, should we head back to the marshes then?
That seems the most prudent.
Alright. Just gonna leave?
Well,
Nothing else to do in town?
I want to find that.
I guess as we. Oh, sorry. What are we doing?
No,
Village.
I want to mess with that, but I don't think we have time for it.
I mean, you can just ask basically the gate guards and be like, "Hey, has he come in?" You can do that. Alright. No messing with Ned today. Poor guy.
I think we've messed Ned enough.
I don't think that's true. Surely not.
Only 15 episodes later.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so we give him what? 2 episodes for free?
3 episodes of freedom have to be enough, right?
It's experience. You know how to deal with us.
Jesus.
He surely gained a level in all that time.
Yeah, a level of trauma.
Yeah.
I guess when we get sort of outside the gates, I will divine sense to particularly see if I can find the imp and if the imp is.
Oh yeah, the imp is following you again. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
would
not
like to
like to spy, you know.
He. You see him like pop up, and he just blows some raspberries at you, and then goes invisible again, and you can like see him like fly behind one of the horses.
I will go to grab him.
Alright, sure. Give me some sort of attack. Just give me a normal attack. I'll figure it out.
Here we go again.
Like with. I guess I'll just do the dagger attack. Like,
Yeah, just
I'm
do the
not actually using the dagger. It's just
Yeah,
that's
it's
fun,
fine.
like and quick.
You can also just roll me a d20. Alright, yeah. You know he goes to fly off, but just like Suxta, it's paladins just have experience in catching imps. And you just grab him in the air, and as you do, he turns back and becomes visible. And just looks at you and tries to bite, your hand a bit.
Yeah, I probably sort of like got him a bit by the
Yeah.
throat. And as he tries to bite, it's just to like jam it up.
Just
in
can't
the
quite
fire.
get there.
It's like, tell me, what sort of wizard has an imp? For a familiar, that's not exactly common now.
He says, well, I am not allowed to tell you anything about my master, so there you go.
And what are you allowed to tell me?
That you smell weird.
Yes, it's quite hard to get any good smell out here in swamps, isn't it?
Yep, they are awful.
Yeah.
Hate them.
You want to do this the easy way or the hard way?
It's not like I have much of a choice, is it?
Well, what choice do you have? Well, what decision are you inclined towards?
He looks at you. He seems to think for a bit, and then he just goes invisible again. Like you can still very much feel him in your hand,
Like,
but it now looks like you're holding nothing.
I need to double check my spell list. I'm trying to remember what I can actually do at this level.
I mean, if you want, you can literally, where you have him right now, just snap his neck and he'll be dead. Like he has so few HP. Imps are not
Yeah.
very sturdy. They are meant for spying, not for fighting.
Yeah, it's not quite what I want to do to him though.
Alright.
If we had the cleric, we could resurrect him again.
Doesn't quite work like that with imps.
Damn it.
Hammer thrower.
What's your name?
I'm an imp. I'm a demon. I'm not just going to tell you my name.
Then I'll
Why
speak
would I
in
tell you?
Thistle. And what is your name?
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm not as good at those as I am at persuasions. Oh no! Ah, there we go. That's not too bad.
Jesus! Okay, alright. Okay. You suddenly switching to Abyssal. Yeah, that definitely shakes him. And he says, whoa, hang on. Also talking in Abyssal, and he says, my name is Orsinus. I just calm down, all right? Just chill.
Oh, it's a bit difficult for me to be calm right now. I'm sure you can understand why.
Well, it's not my fault though, is it? It's not like, you know how they say don't shoot the messenger? Like, I'm not here out of my own free will. Well, sort of, technically speaking, but I was commanded to be here after I entered the contract out of my own free will.
These contracts tend to, see, this is the problem. I know too much about wizards, and I know that you're not a normal familiar.
No, I'm
You're not?
fantastic. Better than most.
Oh, presumably so. That's part of the reason for the contract.
Well, every wizard has a contract with their familiar. That's normal.
It's not quite the same, and you know that.
He like sort of squirms a bit trying to get out, and you can see like he went back to being visible when you first started talking Abyssal to him, and he's like squirming around and he's looking very uncomfortable.
Now, I know these contracts, and I know that they're never written in a way that favors the caster. So, what are the benefits you're getting? And what are all the little loopholes you've got to get around the things that you don't want to do for him?
He just curses and he says, why? Everything was going smoothly. All of the others were bloody idiots. Well, I'm getting my own share of advantages. I don't see any reason to tell you. I don't see any reason to help you. Alright? All you can do is kill me. It's not like that's gonna do a whole lot.
Oh, I know more effective ways than just killing you. You know what I do for a living, don't you?
Alright, listen, we can talk about this. We can work something out.
Well, I'm sure you already know what I want to know.
You want to know about the wizard?
And I know that you know a loophole that enables you to tell me.
Listen. Just ask me a question.
Does the wizard have an interest in summoning Tharizdun?
He pokes his tongue at you, while at the same time, like, looking at you like, get it?
Is the wizard the one who's going to do the summoning?
He wiggles his butt.
Does the wizard know who will do the summoning?
He wiggles his butt again.
I'll sort of back in common, turn to the others. Any other questions as to the nature of the dodgy wizard that we've encountered?
Yeah, guys, he just caught the imp and then started speaking a really spooky ass language with him, and I've been going back and forth a few times.
And like, you normally see me be nice to everybody, and this time I'm just not like, it's like you, Janice, when you're interrogating people, but looks like I might be on the verge of doing something worse.
Funnily enough, I understood everything you said.
So did
That'll
I.
make this simple.
now you're wanting to understand if we know anything more about the wizard that you're inquiring into.
If you have any other queries for our friend here.
Well, I can tell you plain and simple, you just got more information than I knew about the wizard in about 10 seconds, so no.
What is the wizard's purpose for being in SaltMarsh?
You asking me that, or are you asking the imp?
I'm asking the imp again. I'll have switched back to Abyssal.
He looks at you and he like sort of shrugs and he says, "I told you I can't."
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's mine. Does the wizard want Tharizdun summoned?
The imp shakes his butt.
Okay, 2 shakes for yes, 1 shake for no.
No, the tongue poking is the yes.
Oh, right. Sorry, I missed that part.
Will the wizard profit from the Tharizdun being summoned?
He pokes out his tongue.
Should we go back and kill the wizard?
Yes, but how do we kill him in the lair?
With the dragon, perhaps?
Is there a way to get the wizard out of his tower?
He pokes his tongue out. And then he suddenly starts speaking again, and he says, "By the way, have you guys met this bloke called Galen Primewater? He's like a really important figure in town. I hear he has a lot of friends, and he sometimes comes for tea."
What do you know of Galen?
Oh, I know a lot about Galen. Many things. Well, he is, one of the leaders of SaltMarsh. He's on the city village council. He has a very big trading empire. He is very rich, very powerful, and he thinks he's better than everyone else. And also, he runs several very interesting smuggling operations that are super illegal.
Does he have any interest in Tharizdun?
That sounds like everything we already know.
No, I don't think he would. But what I do know is that he not only trades in normal goods, but also in spellcasting components and other magic materials.
Is Kaladek a frequent customer of his?
Pokes out his tongue.
Does Kaladek leave his tower to partake of his patronage?
He pokes out his tongue again.
Will he be patronizing him this day?
But wiggle.
Damn it.
Could we make him?
The imp thinks a bit and then pokes his tongue out.
What do wizards need?
Usually
Everyone.
gold or spell components. Really, it's quite expensive being a wizard.
It's really expensive.
How do we?
So how about we find a way to get back into the tower, to ask some more questions and try and find a way to rob him of his spellcasting components that he needs to leave his tower.
The imp very much is shaking his butt right now, very desperately.
Well, Imp, you're not helping very much, are you?
Oh, no, in fairness, he's helped us quite a fair amount. No credit where credit is due.
I'm out of ideas. Should have thrown a rock at the guy's window. I don't know how to get him out.
You know,
Maybe
Steve
we
would
could
probably
speak
have an idea.
with Galen or Steve. Sure.
Or Galen, yeah. I mean, Galen might know.
We could speak with Galen and have Galen, well, find something that this wizard desperately needs to purchase this very day. Do you think that might, entice our friend?
The imp pokes his tongue out.
Let's do it. Kill the wizard.
Now, I have a somewhat of a dilemma. Oh, actually, before that, can we actually trust Galen to help us in this endeavor? That's kind of an open question to everyone, including the imp.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Not at all.
The imp shrugs.
It's just a matter of persuading Galen to do it.
I don't imagine Galen would be in favor of losing one of his best customers.
Unless he gains another one. Someone who has money, wink wink, nudge nudge.
I don't think I have more money than that wizard. Considering I keep giving it to you.
And the axe was worth it. I'll pay it back.
What's the plan?
Well, we have to offer Galen something that's probably a little bit more worth his while than what the wizard is already offering him, right? That man likes money and he wants money.
The imp speaks up and he says, Galen also really likes his business. And I don't believe an angry elder god is gonna be good for business.
He could simply be enticed by, learning that, our dear wizard friend is, not exactly, opposed to, the summoning of Tharizdun. And, you know, angry elder gods do tend to, make enterprising rather difficult.
Especially if they're ocean gods and your main enterprise is ships.
Hmm. Yes. Krakens are, prone to sinking things. Including entire islands, I hear. Not sure if that's true or not, just something I've heard. I mean, it
I
might
don't
be
know.
a small island. I'm not sure. Look, that was a story I was told. Don't know if it's true. I just like stories. That one seemed exciting.
I only know what the other demons talk about. And they always say that krakens are not that scary, really. But they also say that about most things that I think are really scary. So,
Becomes dependent on what your point of reference is, I suppose. Now, I do have a dilemma, my dear friend. What am I going to do with you now?
you just kill me, which makes me go back to the wizard, and I say I lost track of you. Well, I say that you caught me and you killed me, and now I'm back, and you know.
I'm gonna.
Do you think we could use him in some way to get the wizard out?
Yep, no, I mean, he seems to... he seems to be honest about it. He's like, I'll just tell him you killed me, you found me out, wouldn't be the first time.
What is to stop you from telling him everything we've just discussed with you, though?
Absolutely nothing.
So we have no reason to kill you then.
Yeah, seems to me I'm best off just keeping my hand wrapped around your throat for the next while.
He looks at you and he says, I think you're being rather rude. I was more than helpful.
Surely you could help us one last time, getting your wizard out, right? Maybe you might have the, little hand in speaking with Gellin.
I don't think Gellin even knows I exist.
Well, I guess he'll find out today, won't he?
How would Gellin respond to knowing that Kelladek keeps an imp for a familiar?
I don't think he would care.
Businessman. Yeah, I understand. What do I actually have that I could use to keep this imp bound? Looks like the only thing I've got in my inventory is rope.
Yeah, but also as the other paladin can tell you, that might not be necessarily helpful.
Yeah.
Because they have tried to lock it up before.
I'm surprised the imp is still here.
Yeah.
To be fair.
It is surprising. Because last time you caught him, he did very much vanish super fast without, giving up any information. This time around, he seems to be much more willing to actually talk to you guys and give you aid, information, whatever. Like,
But he
it's
must have
definitely
something.
strange that he hasn't fucked off yet.
It's like I'd imagine that he can just do the whole pocket dimension thing to get out of this. Yeah.
Yeah. He can literally just swoop back.
Yeah.
No problem. But he's still hanging on and just staying here.
What's his name again?
God. I used a random words
Okay.
generator to make a name.
About to be Ned.
There we go.
What was it? Sorry.
It's about to become
Wait,
Ned.
I'll spell it out.
Excellent.
Ned wishes.
I just need to find. There we go.
That's it. Now, Orzanes. Actually, would I guess I would be aware of the whole pocket dimension thing, so I would know that he's actually willingly stayed.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you know that familiars can just shoot back to their masters and just vanish in a pocket dimension.
Now, Orzanes. I know that you've stayed here because you've chosen to. Why?
He again, like, he looks very uncomfortable, and he says, well, some new developments, elder god, that I didn't know about before.
Does this put you somewhat at odds with Kelladek's objectives?
He